Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit that bell. And of course, support me on Patreon. Welcome back, guys. Today, we're going over a boombox. Now, this one here, this one came out somewhere around 82, 83. And I'm going to go over the basic stuff on it here. Down here, we have the sound level, which kind of acts like a VU. I'll show later on. 2 green lights let you know each side's on, and red lights that go all the way up to 5. So 1 to 5, they flicker based on left and right. And those are actually determined by the volume, which I'll show you in a second. We have the tape drive, which is a one direction. Plenty of spring on there, so you know that's just the greatest quality ever. Coaxial speakers, which means we have tweeters on top of our mid/subs. I'll just say they're mids because they're not quite sub. 2 condenser mics under these fancy grills. We have the AM/FM knob, which I've deleted functionality, and I'll get to that later. We have an analog VU, which I don't know the actual function because the manual says 20 different things for it, and I can't get it to work. AM/FM, also not working, but that's due to me. Tape counter, nothing special. Flipping around to the top here, we have left and right volume. We have this bass treble, and I'm not sure quite how that works. It goes from min to max. I'm going to guess it drops the mid-range and raises the treble and bass ranges. However, it doesn't really seem to do anything, which seems to be a common theme in this. We have all the basic tape things. The tape drive doesn't work. As you can see, we have no antenna, so AM/FM isn't going to work. AFC, I don't think works unless you're using the tape. Whoops. Under the tape, we have chrome tape, normal tape, type 1, type 2. Then stereo, mono, wide. Again, doesn't do anything if you're running on the AM/FM. I assume it's for the tape. We have our handle. Flipping around to the back, we have the battery compartment. Takes, what does this take? 6 C-cell batteries. We have a beat cancel 1 and 2. Again, I don't think it does anything. On the side here, we have a DC input and AC input. Then we have, on the right side, we have remote, which goes in the left. You can see we have 2 different size jacks here. A mic for the right. Line in, left and right. Line out, left and right. External speakers for a 4-ohm speaker. Now, in order to use the line in, you have to be recording a tape. In order to use any of the microphone stuff, you have to be recording a tape. So what I did, this line out section, I'm never going to use. So here in a second, I'll show you what I did that converted this line out to basically line in and overriding anything else, so we could just go retro, but in a more modern way. And a quick overview of what's going on inside here. Now, as you can see, these output jacks I've dislocated from the board, ran the wires. They are now directly on the amp. A little hard to see the markings. There's power. There's left, right. E is the ground. Yep. And the whole AM FM tuner part's gone. As you can see here, there's still a mic, still the leads for the VU, and all the tape mechanism is still there. This belt has seen better days, but that will probably be deleted in a sense. I probably won't take all this mechanism out, but I will probably take the power from the motor. So when all this mechanical goodness functions, basically, if I can find play, that's play, and as you can see, let's pause. That stops it. Basically what I plan on doing is taking advantage probably of this free space in this pocket, putting a Bluetooth adapter in here, and then when this play button is engaged, instead of sending power to the motor, it will just send power to whatever Bluetooth adapter I have sitting here. Now that you know how I did it, and how you could possibly do it, mind you, this one's for Sanyo, so results may vary. You can convert this into something more modern. Now later on, I will go ahead and probably add in a lithium-ion battery, so I could travel with it instead of using 6 C cells. And I will probably add in a Bluetooth module. And how I'll do that, since I don't have any of the tape stuff, I will probably take the line, because with all the mechanical stuff, if you hit play, it kicks in the tape drive. That should power my Bluetooth. Other than that, if I want to use my line in, I switch to radio. And as you've seen, I deleted the radio. So now, if I want to go to any such event, such as, I don't know what you kids go to nowadays, pride events, retro parties, I don't know. If you want to have a retro theme, but you don't want to be completely retro because you don't have a high-end boombox or ghetto blaster or whatever you want to call it, this one here, no Dolby, so I'm not even going to bother trying to fix it. And I don't listen to anything on AM or FM, nothing that interests me. So I'll just cheat it. I'll use something like Spotify or YouTube or whatever I've got on my phone. And as far as sound quality goes, from just the line in, this actually sounds really good compared to a lot of Bluetooth speakers that are on the market right now that I've actually looked at. Plus, I get a nice retro theme with it. Big mechanical feeling buttons, sliders, all these crazy things. Now, What am I going to do next with it? Well, I've thought about cleaning it up because it looks okay. It's kind of bland and 80s at this point. But I do know other boom boxes of the era. You could get a lot of them actually, especially with the wide looking one. Came in red, white, or black. And sometimes the ones that were going for, I guess, a more, I don't know, cyberpunky look went with the silver and black. Some of them super crazy looking, so it really just depends. You could get a really radical, far out design one. Maybe your speakers suck. Open it up. You can probably switch them. All you have to do is see what the speaker ratings are. And then once you're said and done, you can be the cool kid at the party or whatever events. Like I said, you want to go to any festival such as Pride, you just want to march down the street or go protest something. You can blast your music. You can use a modern Bluetooth connection, and you can look old school while you're doing it. Other than that, I think we may paint this, actually. I may pick some random 80-ish theme to go about this. I'm kind of leaning towards a Gundam theme, but I'm open towards suggestions. Maybe Fallout, I don't know. But that's all I'm gonna share on this. Nothing much else exciting going on with it. And for the final thing, I never showed that this actually worked. Now, due to YouTube copyright and the laziness, I don't want to look at the public music library. I will leave you on a clip of mainly you watching this. So have a good one.